Hey guys, here we are at Ruiz's cabin, back in Way of the Hunter. Been streaming a lot. Figured I'd pop in a video, continue on our mission a little bit here. All my recording settings are kind of streamified. Oh, I did figure out a fancy way to control the music volume while recording live. So that's fancy. Upgrading my skills after 300 videos. Well, I think it worked anyways. Yeah, anyways, we're going to be doing a mission today. What do we have here? Last time, we did the elk one. Now it's going to be, oh yes, lesser, a scalp meat. I guess we're going to do a duck hunt, but we'll do some moose hunting in the middle, since they're all kind of in the same spot. And we'll have a little catch-up. Gotta catch up with what's been going on. And, yeah, let you guys know what I've been doing. First of all, though, I have to adjust a little bit of a volume setting. And I hope that intro worked. See, I don't edit it in. I do it all live, so I don't know what it looks like. Anyways, if it was weird, or you're looking at a black screen, I'll probably get it next time, maybe. Now, we're going to need some kind of vehicle, though, because we got to switch up our inventory. Figure out what we should bring here on this moose/duck hunt. The 270. I'm using that for a little while. Let's clean that up. Decisions. Let's see, 30-30. I don't know, that's too much work to line up the shots, make sure they work. Same with 243. Well, not the 22. I haven't used that in a while. I'm not going to use that with ducks, though. The 300, you just can't go wrong with the SM-12. The Scout, always a challenge. Can take almost everything down in the game, actually, if you did not know. Can single shot along on a bison there. Buffalo. What's the ones in Aurora Shores? Anyways, the buffalo. Woodland bison or something? I took one of them down, actually a couple of them down, single shot along with that. The only one I had trouble with the Cape Buffalo, I couldn't do that, but Toothless did though. Single shot. 223 to Cape Buffalo. Monoblock 308. You can never go wrong with the 308. We're not going to do 338. Too easy. The 7mm 08. These two are really good. Nice balanced rifles. Back to the 243. Nope. 700 long. Funny little sounding rifle. Short range guide rifle. 30-06. Always fun. Least accurate rifle in the game. Oh yeah, and this little guy. This is the 270 here. It's got the quickest fire rate just after the lever action. After the 30-30. Quickest follow-ups of that one, almost. If you ignore the Grandpa's rifle. Then, of course, the Armad. This is probably the most balanced and valued gun in the game, you know, for the money. Tier 5, Tier 6. Takes a little bit of skill, but nice and forgiving, too. One of my favorites is 9.3. Very forgiving. On the 6 point, or the 6.5 here. 6.5. I never get along with that one too much. And we got a whole bunch of shotguns that, what should we bring? Get to the point, Bumble, get to the hunting. I hear ya. Well, actually, I got a bunch of people that say, that are fine with me not getting to the point. I have learned through streams and through time. So I will diddle-daddle a little bit here. I don't know if we should mix up the scopes. I mean, everybody, basically, we just need the one scope now. I don't really need all the other ones. I could throw something else on. I don't imagine I'm doing too long of shots. Here, let's try this one. I forget what the reticle looks like. Pop that on there. Now, shotguns, that's a whole nother thing. Because they got rebalanced. Now they're all weird. The Bonnie and Clyde here. Pretty weak. Pretty weak now. I think 12 gauge is sit okay, but typically everybody's that I talk to have had the most luck with the morning silence, the 20 gauge now. Even better than like the 12 gauges. Let's try the Wingmaster 20 gauge, see how it does. Probably get mad at it, but I never use this thing. I don't think I'm going to use any scopes or any sights, optics. There, alright. So we got our moose call in case we need it. We got our chairs. Can't go without that. So I think that's what we're going to be taking. Do a weapons check. There we are. And, our Wingmaster. Probably called that because all you do is end up winging them. Do-do-do-ch. I don't have a sound thingy. Oh, I just noticed. It's getting late. Sun's going down. So we'll go on the next day. I need to age those mule deer down in Diamond Drill anyways. Need to decorate in here too. I never visit this this cabin. Oh, what should we do? Just get them when they're all coming out to the water? Let's go 8:30. They won't be there yet. That should give them enough time to... We can watch them come out of the trees, the moose. We'll probably end up spooking them though when we see some ducks. So what is it, 12 kilograms or something? No, 15. That's gonna be in the 20s, right? Like 20 ducks or so? Maybe more? What's going on with the shadow? I don't know. I don't know some days. We're just gonna go through the swamp. Oh, let's go. Oh yeah, and I don't think whoever can survive this, right? Right. I've done this many times. Look, over there looks like maybe you can make it down. 7 minutes so far. Just talking and preparing for the hunt. And the hunt will only be like 7 minutes. So it'll be half a video just getting ready. We'll see how it goes. I'm torn between streaming and video making. Because the flow of the video and how I just sort of do everything in one take and just kind of fly through it works for streaming really well. But streaming, of course, you have no pauses really, or not much pauses. It's requires a lot of focus. So I've been trying to sort out what's best to do. Channel can always use growth and everything, but I'm okay where it is these days. I am okay with that, so I don't need to worry about that side of things. But yeah, so here's the marshland. See if anybody's coming out. I've been playing a lot of the Hunter Classic. I'm gonna get my buttons all mixed up here because the Hunter Classic has weird defaults, and I never switch them. I'm gonna keep messing up. The auto walk button in Way of the Hunter is F, of course, default. But in Hunter Classic, it's to flush animals. The guy whistles. Like, I go to auto walk and the guy's whistling away. So we got some moose out there. I think I've seen those ones before though. They seem to be missing one bull. And how come they're already out the water? Game's acting weird these days. Look at a little butterfly. Want to see if anything's popping down here. Might have a little chat about stuff that, Way of the Hunter does well, and the Hunter Classic does well. People say you can't compare them, but oh no, they're both hunting games. Compare away. One's really old, and this one's modern. So it's not about, go play this one or go play that one. I think people should actually play both. One thing I noticed in Classic was the animal behavior. The spooking felt way better. I've never really liked the alert meter in the game, or how the spooking's been done. And this one it's always felt very digital. Of course, it's not perfect in the Classic, but it just felt better because I was trying to get used to it And I found I had some bad habits from this game, bringing it over there, because in that one I was doing the start and stop sneaking thing, and you don't need to do start and stop there. And the animals actually use their eyeballs in that game, so I kept messing that up because this is all sound, which makes it really weird. Like they never really see you, and visibility doesn't matter really, but in that game it does. So you actually have to, the sneaking actually kind of feels pretty good in Classic, because you have to, you know, sneak down and actually go behind something, break line of sight, and you can do the peeking out thing. Here it doesn't matter. So it's kind of weird, but yeah, that kind of felt better. So I found that kind of neat. I was sitting there hunting in Timber Gold. One of the second last news map they had there, a really nice one. And I had a elk coming across my path, broadside. Only about 30 meters in front of me. Didn't know I was there. Had my dog, of course, which is fantastic. Really need dogs in this game. And it was like walking across like 30 meters in front of me. And I'm just holding completely still. I'm kind of out in the open, I'm just crouched down. And it's like walking across here, and then it stops, and it turns and looks at me. And I was like, oh, well, it sees me. But in this game, if you... sometimes they look at you, and they're not actually looking at you and stuff like that, but this one's definitely looking at me, and then it like bolted like 2 seconds after. But anyways, it just felt way more organic than... So I thought that was kind of cool. But of course, the models and everything like that are way better in this game. I was chasing a black bear, and when it was running away, it was kind of funny little model. I think it was kind of like moonwalking, because the feet didn't match up with its speed going across the ground. So, anyways, been diddling around with that. They do the live service thing, though, so they want you to do all the daily missions and things. But a big thing with that game and this game, that's because we're kind of doing duck hunting here, is that duck hunting and the pheasant hunting, all the bird hunting, all the small games done much better than the Classic, in my opinion. Like even the rabbit hunting, like I don't like the rabbit hunting in this game at all. I want to tear my hair out. Oh, am I spooking you guys? I am. You got close there. We can hear any bird or ducks. But yeah, if you have the German pointer dog in Classic, it makes bird hunting and rabbit hunting quite fun, actually. I'll sit there and point out the direction of the rabbits, and if you spook them, then the dog can. If you've leveled up your dog, the dog can. Basically, I have a level 47 and the max is 50, and at 47, it's got all the skills unlocked. Basically, it's kind of overpowered when you get the dog leveled up. When it comes to rabbits in the game. Because if it's within a 200-meter radius, it's going to locate the rabbit every time. It's still a challenge to get them, because you just kind of keep messing up. But the rabbits, you know, as long as you have enough time, you're going to get them. We got some wild duck I can hunt, I suppose. I don't need them. So I might as well blast away. I thought I'd fire up the game. Maybe talk about some of the differences between the two, since I've been in the Classic. So a lot of it is actually probably going to praise Classic a little bit. But this one's got, you know, it's got the graphics. But Classic still looks nice. The sun all goes through all the leaves and everything and reflects really well. These guys are all down there. I'm not even really going to worry about spotting, like, I guess I should check for 5 stars. I might just blast away. I get in. I didn't really see the duck models in Classic recently, but That's one thing, though. I mean, I think the classic models are probably better. I know the Call of the Wild ones are, in my opinion, anyways. But I think even the classic ones are better. They still kind of fly funny. But it's odd to have such a modern game kind of lose in certain areas to one that's so old. Where are you guys going? I'm looking for males. I don't even see any. Wow, it took 3. This one could be a slow shotgun. We're doing this mission. More wild duck bubbles. Pick up this guy. Yeah, 3 shots, eh? I guess it was kind of far away, 50 meters. Oh well. Well, we'll jump ahead then. Instead of me just rambling on. Oh, we got some moose. Maybe these are the ones. No, double 2 bulls. This guy's gonna be like a 2-star, maybe? I think it's just gonna be an adult and a young. I think that's probably just like a newborn bull there. I can't get hunter sense on him though. But it doesn't really matter. You can just tell he's a young one. Aha, lesser scouts. Cops? I don't know how you pronounce it. About 130 meters up here. Get within range. Still no news in the way of the hunter world. Went and checked for any kind of developer info or anything. I got nothing. Nothing at all. I'm sure something will happen someday. So there's a good thing about this game. This game does not do live service, even though they said they wanted to sort of treat it like live service with the updates and stuff. And so it sort of is kind of like a very light live service game, but it's not really. I don't think it qualifies for live service. But the good thing about that is you're not pressured at all. You can just log in whenever you want, play whenever you want. With the Hunter Classic, I've been like, oh man, I should log in and do the daily, but I don't want to. I don't want to log in now. But you're like, I only got 4 hours. I don't think I'm going to do the dailies in Classic, though. That's just kind of annoying. 1-star mature. These guys are nice and clear. Like which one's a male and which one's a female. Well, we'll see how we go. Nothing exciting anyways. Blast away. See how close we can get. Nope, wrong one. I don't want to be 30-06 now. Here we go. I should be taking off here. Alright. Nice. Ooh. That's 2. Oh, yeah. The Wingmaster winged that one. They're still kind of cruising around. They might actually come back around again. I'll keep an eye on them. No, they're flying away. Smart ducks. Alright, Hunter Sense back on. We'll get our glow going. But that's also the one thing I noticed through Cabela's Big Game Hunter Pro hunts. Got him well. 32%. Oh, he's a young one. So what is it? So the 4 games, basically Classic, Pro hunts. All the Wild in this one. This is the only one where you have to toggle on the glows on and off. I think Call of the Wild has too many glows, way too many, with the highlighting and stuff. I know you can turn them off. But I think Pro Hunts and Classic has done it better than the two modern games here. 2 hits, 42%. There's the 2-star. Okay. Well. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of these ducks. Just because both of them, Pro Hunts implemented it really well. Like all the glowing and stuff like that. Basically, if you were walking, just like a normal speed, you would get the stuff that would highlight on the ground, but it wasn't overdone. And if you sprinted, then the glow would automatically go away if you're just going too fast. So it's kind of like Hunter Sense was always on. But it didn't have any like big sound bubble like this. Like there was like audio signals, but it wasn't this big thing, you know, kind of pulling you out of the immersion. If you can call immersion in that game or not, I don't know. But this has got this big distortion, right? While Pro Hunts was more subtle. Basically all the glows and all the indicators were more subtle. And Classic is the same. It's more subtle. And you don't have to toggle stuff on and off. I don't like having to toggle it on and off. So I'm glad the blur's gone. I think these guys are flying in circles. I'm glad the blur's gone because I can basically keep Hunter Sense on now. But then you get these big audio bubbly things. I'm not sure they're going to come back. I guess I can go that way. But that's one thing I noticed and appreciated out of those two games, is I didn't have to keep turning Hunter Sense on and off. And there wasn't any of this great big glow stuff going on. So it was just integrated better. So I figured I'd do this video so I can ramble about these things a little bit. I think Call of the Wild does the glowing way too much. And this game doesn't do it as much. But I mean, these zones get pretty heavy. I mean, that took them a while to stop that from shining all the time. But that was a good change too. I mean, they're getting there. They're getting there. I'm just wondering if it's too little too late or something. Hopefully not. Alright, we got sneaking up on these guys. I think it's important to balance all that out. I'm just going to do the 2 since it's not going too far. Pick these guys up. I mean, this is too much glow, but obviously it's because it's on easy mode. I also don't think, in my opinion, the hunting games should have difficulty settings. I don't think so anyways. I understand why they do. But yeah, Call of the Wild doesn't have a difficulty setting, and Classic doesn't have a difficulty setting, and Pro Hunts didn't have a difficulty setting. This is like the only one that did. Or does. And then it kind of... I don't know. Kind of buggers up community stuff. Because people are all playing on different difficulties, so everybody's having a different game experience. And it's good to be able to play the game the way you want to do it, but the other 3 do it with no one really calling out to have different difficulties. The Hunter Classic, I played that for 7 years. And not once did anybody want a difficulty thing. It was a difficult game. And it made no apologies for it. And it was basically, some animals are going to be way more difficult to hunt than others. And learn how to do it. And I like that approach better. But yeah, the other games that didn't have it, they're like, this is the difficulty setting. And, you know, it gets easier when you get better at it. And some had have skills to help you along. Classic's got a little subtle skill set in the background that can help it a little bit, but it's not very big. And Call of the Wild's got its menus to make it easier. But I don't know. I've never been a fan of having the difficulty setting here, because it changes. It's basically got 5 different games in one. So if you're talking to someone and you got a social group, and one's playing hiker, one's playing ranger, you're playing completely different games. But even if you're in like default in hiker, it's still different because you can't really compare. Like if someone's like, I need help hunting moose, I mean, one person will be like, oh, well, you can sneak into 120 meters and you're good. But if you're playing hiker, that's not the case. So it's a different game, right? And then people, instead of trying to get better at it, they'll just lower the difficulty down. So I find that interesting as well, that this is the only one that did a difficulty. I do get why they did it, but I don't know. Don't know. I'm getting right up to this duck. What's going on here? Wow, I miss. There we go. Oh, that's working well there. Looks like it's up to 50 meters or so. The wrong duck, though. Pick up these guys. 54%. Only a fifth of the way there. These are all the wrong ducks. Yeah, I think, I mean, out of the 3 games, I'm pretty sure these are the worst models. And then people were saying that they want turkey. Turkey in the game. I think it was Ron McTube was in the chat. He's like, but it wasn't just him. I think the other people have been calling for turkey for a while. Yeah, I'm not even sure it was Ron. But anyways, a lot of people have been wanting turkey for a while. And I definitely support that for sure. I went and... So, first thing I did when I loaded up Hunter Classic was go hunt turkey, because you can't hunt them here. And it's done well. I remember it being well done. And I remember them having a rough model years ago, and then they actually updated the model. And the model's decent. They're kind of weird when they fly, a little bit, but I mean, old game. But it's pretty good. But my concern is, with turkey to this game, I mean, just full kind of bluntness here, the developers can handle deer models well, and sort of like predator ones, and sort of goats and sheep okay, but I don't think they handle the bird models well at all. And turkey's a bird, and turkey's a complicated bird to model. You got feathers at all kinds of angles, and large feathers too. Like you can't sort of texture in feathers as not feathers and just kind of like texture them, because you can do that with small feathers. But a turkey's got a, you know, has all kind, like all those feathers are like polygon counts and stuff, and it's a weird shape. Like these guys for Way of the Hunter, they just took their mallard duck and their other duck models and copied it over and then adjusted it a little bit. You can't do that with turkey. They're gonna have to do it right from scratch. And their pheasant model and pheasant animations have always been a disappointment to me, like a pretty heavy one. Like that's one thing. Like you got Classic, which is however many years old, over a decade more. I mean, it's got better pheasant hunting in it. So, and better pheasant models, I think. But it's really rough when you get when you're getting beat in that kind of area. So I mean, if you're having trouble doing a pheasant model, and pheasant animations and pheasant AI, I don't know. I think the turkey would be like a bummer when it came out. Like, oh, Oh well, hopefully I'm wrong. I'm not even sure it is going to come out because that's, I don't know. They would need, I know they got a 3D modeler that seems to be skilled, or at least they promote her as being skilled. It was in one of their newsletters. And maybe they can do a turkey well. Well, somehow I had more wild duck come up behind me. Keep grabbing the 30-06. Are you a different flock? I think it's the same one. Because there's only 5 of them left. Oh no, there's another one. Maybe it's different. Okay. Oop. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing the lesser scop ones, but oh well. Or duck hunting. Something I don't do very often here. And I also tried out my old Canada Goose setup in Classic. Where you set up your blind and you have all your decoys, and you got the little flapper thing you flap at them. I mean, not very, oh. Uh-oh. That one was doing some maneuvers in the sky. So I damaged a few. I only got the one, though. Well, they might be coming back this way. They like to turn around and come back. Sometimes. Maybe not. I could also get the anti-aircraft UTV out. I haven't done that in a while. I'm not going to shoot them that far. I don't want to walk that far backwards. Down where we've already been. So yeah, this is going to be a slow mission. I'm not going to get it done in the video. That's fine. Oh! Brain shot with 1 pellet. 1 joule of energy almost took him out. That would have, if that took him out, that would have actually been pretty cool. There's a challenge for you. Do a brain shot on a flying duck, having only 1 pellet connect. Aw, man. I should screenshot that one, actually. Okay, save that one. 33%. Okay. Well, I've done the ramble I wanted to do. I guess we'll do a bit more hunting. I should get a moose or something. I'm making too much noise with the shotgun. Probably all running away. Look at all the zones I've missed. I've been down here many times and still miss zones. All right. Who's next? Oh, there's another thing. The multiplayer. Oh, don't even compare the two. Between the Classic and this one. The Classic's multiplayer. Chef's kiss. It's so good. I don't even care if there's some bugs. I remember running competitions during the multiplayer. Whoa! You bugger, you. Here. Have some 20 gauge. Stagger them. Doubt that really did much. These pellets don't really do too much these days. So that was kind of surprising. I was just about to rant about multiplayer. There's my there's my moose hunt. And then there was goose over here. Alright, let's go check out some geese. Yeah, but I used to run a server all day long and all night long in Hunter Classic, and in that multiplayer you can have up to 8 people. And there's text chat, so you can have to talk to people. And you can run competitions in the middle of it. Like, you just start one. Be like, okay, competition running for 1 hour. Go. And I usually ran it to who would have the highest cross-species score. I got 2 of them, which is how they rate the difficulty and the value of the different species. So basically, if it's more difficult to hunt, it's worth more points, and the cross-species score unifies the scoring system. You know, like a mule deer might score 60 in the cross-species score list. Like the bigger the antlers, the harder the animal is to hunt as well. Oh, hello. So it can vary within the same species. But the more difficult animals, even like a low-scoring one, could score more, because mule deer aren't that difficult in that game. Like, they're kind of middle of the ground, I guess. Maybe a bit lower than average. But coyotes are really difficult in the game. And like pumas and lynxes and the cats are like right up there. Turkeys as well. So if I went and I started a competition and got 3 mule deer buck, you know, scoring, you know, 30 points, 40 points, and 30 points, I get like a score of 100 in total in that hour. And then one person could get, well, I guess there's no maps with mule and turkey on them, but you get the picture. But you can get like you can take out a turkey, and one turkey, if it's a high scoring turkey, will be over 100 points just for a single one. So you can win the competition just by taking down like a trophy turkey and beat a guy that's taken out like 3 average mule deer. So it's kind of cool. I always like that. So I've been wanting to do more classic on the channel. I gotta figure it out though. It's kind of like a streaming thing. Not too sure. Of course, limited on time. I'll figure it out though. Eventually. I'm actually gonna get less time coming up. Oh, well, I'm gonna have to end the video here soon. Not really doing much of a fantastic hunt. I mean, well, we are getting ducks and geese. I never hunt these guys though, so I guess I'm chasing a moose bubble that is really far away, and I'm not gonna. Okay, let's just see what else we're running into. If you're wondering, that moose bull is not dead. These pellets just don't do a whole lot these days. It's just running there with a lot of freckles on his butt now. Well, I mean, I can go over here and maybe take him out just to see, you know, what kind of damage it did do. So maybe we'll check on that. Look at this, more zones. And I've been back at Nez again. I mean, I don't know. Nez is kind of the only map I need. It runs so much better than Matariki Park. Matariki has lots of noise and frame drops all over the place. This is just smooth now. Yeah, it looks good too. Wow, look at that call, 390 meters away. I mean, it looks great, and it runs just as smooth as the Hunter Classic, so that's cool. I'm getting the same frame rates with a much better looking game. I think she's... Why is she by herself? I'm not here. See, in Classic, she would have ran by now. It would have been busted. Like, she doesn't see me there. But if they did that in Classic... it would have been busted within about 2 seconds or so. And that's not a spook. I think she's trying to catch up to something. Or did they smell me? Oh, they smelt me. That's what it was. So just kind of trying to leave the bubble. That's not him, is it? Didn't he have bigger antlers than that? Not really sure. We'll let him go. Maybe someday I'll get the... Just because they're downwind. Maybe someday I'll get them. Moose live a long time. And the problem with moose hunting is I shoot too many of them before they get old, so like all my moose are always young and adult, or like low or early matures. because I walk around and there's nothing to shoot, so I just end up shooting them anyways. Okay, see if we can find something else. Oh, we got some geese here. We'll just take these out and that'll be it. Here they are in the trees. Oh, maybe not. Throw some pellets right in the middle. Just wounded them. It was too far away. Bad shooting. Bad shooting. Oh, there's a moose up there that ran. I guess we'll go after them next. That was supposed to be it, but I didn't get any, so we'll try something else. Oh, here they come back. Easy money. No, look at that. Nice. Any good ones? See, that model is just not that great. No, it is not. Kind of looks like a zombie goose. Eh. See? I mean, there's some feathers around his butt that are actually... Is that like text? That's just textured though, isn't it? Yeah, it's just like a flat texture. So you can't do that with turkey. You need... See, these are feathers, sort of. Not really though. 'Cause it's all actually flat, like it's textured 3D like. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who did their birds. Not super great. I wouldn't put that on my box to sell the game. I think they're all female I'm getting. Okay. One more this way. Oh, another zone. I guess maybe I just flipped their zone, didn't I? Okay, maybe one more hunting thing. I don't even think I've shot the Springfield, have I? There's a 3-star moose up there. 200 out. He's gonna step forward. He might be the one we injured. Turn off that silly hunter sense. 200. Mark. Beyond that. Oh, bad angle. Gonna do it anyways. Oh. I don't know if I got him. Maybe? He ran up there anyways. Let's go check the blood. Alright, so the hit should be right past here. Should be a glow somewhere. Oh, there it is. I really don't know. No idea. How do we do? Oh, we got him. Oh yeah, I can see the pink now. Okay, good job there, 30-06. We'll see if this is the one that charged. Oh, here he is. Hit the map boundary. How do we do there, moose? Alright, good shot. Well, not great placement. Missed the shoulder, though. Good thing. That shoulder bone might have really messed it up. Alright. Didn't think I was aiming that high, but I guess I was. Or, well, the 30-06, yeah, is the biggest hunter sense dot in the game. It definitely has a bit of spread. 205 meters. I was zeroed correctly. And it was not the charge, because that's the only thing that hit him. Ah, he was on his way to 5-star Moosey. Oh, well. That's what I get. I mean, most of my moose are not old enough yet. I only really shot him because I I just figured that's about as old as he was gonna get. I didn't really check out his fur too much. But I also thought he was the one that charged me, so. Oh well, that's how it goes. Throw a couple more bullets in for next time, because I think that'll be it for now. Alright guys, well hopefully you guys are still hanging out with Hunter. I know a bunch of you have, you know, check out the channel but haven't played with Hunter in a while. But, you know, I'm sure something's coming. We do know the clothing pack or whatever is on its way. And I'm hoping there's something else really there, because I don't think a clothing pack is like gonna bring the masses back in. So, oh well, we'll see what happens. Hopefully some news soon. We got the weekend coming up, and I guess the weekend's here, and maybe some news next week. Maybe, don't know. Keep you updated if something drops. Take care, guys. See you later.